And now here's a carry heading left. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Aaron Donald's undersized. Now they just call him All-Pro.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's fourth down.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
When a good play is made on everything. Defensive line. Not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught outright by Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Lock at the man in motion. Lock it in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And the seemingly endless drive continues. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
All right, here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time. In the National Football League, they've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looking to throw. And incomplete here on third down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's... He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down Rams. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now it's Gurley. Room here to run. Cuts it out to the sideline. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
They'll give them a little extra confidence there.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards.
In a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Coming to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Now back to throw.
Okay, no score.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their big-bodied receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And the lead is now an even 30. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had some.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Graham slotted out to the left.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flex round! Flex round! Check 99! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a cut to the sideline. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he'll bang that one through. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this block. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And they're going to bring him down back across midfield at the 45. Shalik Calhoun in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Double tight, double tight. All right, here we go.
Now Gurley, handoff left. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
Right.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Will Tide complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The one running back is Gurley. And they'll give it to him here. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Shalik Calhoun in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got Lockett. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Check 26.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
All right, here we go.
Another carry now for Gurley. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Play was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Robert Quinn. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. right. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They come up in an offset eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Bulldozes past him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there at 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Party, yeah. Turn it to the greatest party.